Good day to you and welcome to another Paddocks Club video tutorial. In the last few weeks we've all got very excited about the fact that the CSOS board has appointed a chief ombud and that the CSOS is now a reality. While the CSOS staff at the Santon office are at present few in number, they are set to expand quickly, and we at Paddocks are now planning on the basis that we expect the CSOS and STSM Acts to be brought into operation perhaps in the second quarter of 2015, and that the CSOS will be fully operational probably during the course of that year. Apart from the head office, regional office also in Gauteng, we expect that there will be other offices in the Western Cape and KwaZulu-Natal within the next 18 months. So what are the practical implications of the Ombuds Service coming into operation? Let me give you a very high-level overview in 12 points. We all like short 12-point plans. Okay, number one, the CSOS will keep all sectional title governance documentation, principally the scheme rules, but also the records of its service address, the domicilium sitandi et executandi for every scheme. No new sectional title scheme will be registered until the CSOS has approved its rules, and when a scheme is registered, the CSOS will issue the certificate that confirms that, rather than the deeds office doing that. Number three, any proposed changes to scheme rules will first have to be examined and approved by the CSOS. 4. Schemes will have to have reserve funds separate from their administrative funds for future maintenance and repairs, and the CSOS will determine the minimum amounts that must be set aside in these funds. Number 5, each scheme, as well as all other types of community scheme, will have to pay CSOS levies, but there will be discounts and waivers applicable where that's deserved. Number 6, schemes will have to render annual returns to the CSOS, giving various administrative and financial information, including their annual financial statements. Outstanding levies can be collected by sectional title schemes by way of an application to the CSOS. An adjudicator's order in this regard will be capable of being converted into a higher magistrate's court order according to its amount. Number 8, if either a body corporate or an owner cannot obtain either a special or unanimous resolution, they can apply to the Ombuds Service for relief. Number 9, if part or all of the common property is expropriated and the owners can't agree as to the distribution of the amount received amongst them, the matter will be referred to the service for determination. Number 10, scheme administrators, who will be appointed and removed by magistrates as opposed to High Court judges, will have to report to the service regularly and submit copies of notices and minutes of owner meetings. 11, if an owner feels that another's refusal to agree to a section use change, a proposed change in use, is unreasonable, he'll be able to approach the service for relief rather than having to go to the magistrate's court. Number 12, disputes in regard to the administration of the scheme can be referred to the Ombuds Service. It's not going to be like the High Court with inherent jurisdiction to deal with absolutely anything. Only a limited number of orders can be given in terms of Section 39 of the Community Schemes Ombuds Service Act. And if you want to see the full detail, please go to the library and look under pending legislation. Firstly, in respect of financial issues, it will be able to give orders, for example, orders about insurance, correctness of levies, audits, payment or repayment of levies. Then secondly, in regard to behavioural issues, the examples are nuisance animals and illegal attachments of things like satellite dishes. Thirdly, in respect of scheme governance issues, and here there are examples such as changing scheme rules, deciding if rules are valid or not. 4, in respect of meetings, again examples are calling a general meeting to deal with specified business, declaring a trustee or owner meeting to be invalid, or declaring opposition to a particular motion to be unreasonable. 5, in respect of management services, examples are requiring a managing agent to comply with their contract of appointment, their instructions from the body corporate, or a code of conduct that the Ombuds says is applicable, or terminating or upholding a managing agent's appointment. 6, in respect of works pertaining to private areas and common areas, this covers things like requiring the body corporate or another person to have repairs and maintenance carried out, or to undertake or not to undertake specified improvements or alterations, or to acquire specified property or not, and the giving of exclusive use rights. Number 7 is in respect of general or other issues, and here it's pretty wide, but there are two classes. The first is access to information or documents, and then finally a sort of catch-all, any other order proposed by the Chief Ombud. I've given you a summary that is based both on the STSM and the CSOS, but which I think gives you a reasonable overview. Thank you for joining me in this Paddocks Club video tutorial, and if you have any queries about the CSOS, let's deal with them in the discussion forum.